I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, people selling drugs, they called it hanking. If a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, what I'm saying, I'm hanking.
Yeah.
So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it. So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't make no difference if you the maid or if you the motherfucking bodyguard. Everybody get extras around here, friends benefits. Everybody travel from place to place and kick it with each other, and every place is like home.
Love Child got that sauce.
Let's get it.
Welcome to my city, Westwood, ain't Ohio. Midwest players and hustlers, check the bio. They call me Hankin' for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. I'm in love with the game. Run, Hopper, Norris, Cole. Ohio player self-made. Jam City, we on gold. M-double-G, yeah, money go getter. Real niggas bout that life. Niggas can't up with
They
us.
call me Hankin' for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin' for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Salute to all the hustle, Jay, Charlie, Bugs, and Round, Keith, Denny, Burt, Earl, the D-boys in the alleys, Chino and Lil J, J, Mac and Carleon, Skane, Key, and Diamond Cut, DBM, you know we own. I used to cook the D, I did corn, shoot the 3, when he played for the Heats, then I flooded the streets. Hustle gang, that's my squad, that's my motherfucking team, just might be your worst nightmare, or sell you a dream. We all about the money, up the system, they corrupt, ain't no credit, straight cash, so I got my hustle up.
They call me Hankin' for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin' for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Matter of fact, after you leave here, you end up getting your teeth on something and coming up with something better. You know what I'm saying? Like a new car, new house, maybe kids get to go to school, private school, paid for, courtesy of the mom. You know what I'm saying? We pay. You know, that's simple. A lot of niggas don't like to spend their money. We love to spend our money. We can't take none of this shit with us. None. Ain't no armored trucks pulling up at no funeral. Simple.
My boy Hankin TV, that's my dog. He gonna be on the channel real soon. I think tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Hank the TV, man. We got Hank the TV today, man. You dig? And yeah, this is a good one, man. He gonna be here in a little bit. I just wanted to take time to, go through, his catalog, with y'all for a bit, just to kind of show y'all how much work, goes into hanking, fam. You know what I'm saying? When you out here hanking, like, For one, let's break down the logo. He got the Ohio colors. Man, shout out to the, Shout out to the up northern mentality, man. Shout out to Ohio. See us there. Shout out to Detroit, man. Like y'all done raised the mean one, man. He out here getting to it. So not only did he take something from the streets and put it into a format where he can, keep making residuals, man, you can wear it. You can wear the hank. You understand? You can hank in your clothing. You understand? So shout out to the kid that did, man. You did. But we finna go through here and I'm just finna show you how much work Hank has been putting in since he been around, man. And when y'all go to his page, make sure you do. Make sure you do what you do with the like and the subscribe. You click all. So you can get all of what's going on. You dig what I'm saying? Here, look, I'm gonna unsubscribe just to show you how to do it. Yours is gonna look like this, boom, and then you're gonna go like this, boom. You have to re-click it for it to go on off. Shout out to all his members, man. Shout out to everybody who been hanking with hanking, man. Now, let me show y'all a couple things, man, because hanking been getting it in, man. I ain't gonna I ain't going front, man. That man been getting it in. He got his own thumbnail style. You can just see nigga said, you know what? I'm finna get in here and I'm finna get it done. Okay, so here goes the build up. Let's scoot up a little bit. You see, he just on here, trying shit, looking at communicating with a few folks. But then you see it start to get, it start to get a little bit more. All right, I'm really finna do this. He done did a whole bunch of interviews. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, that's is 7. All right, so he got Sin City. He did a little commentary, but then he's going back. Here we go. I remember when he was telling me he was doing a thing with the prison stuff or whatever. Talking to people who done been around them parts and whatever and whatnot. Yes, but anyway, I just want to go through a couple of these things before he come up because we do got Hankin in the building, man. We got Hankin in the building. And yes, to me, Hankin, when you ready, fam, you just let me know. But y'all, I'm showing y'all this because nigga, the process work. You know what I'm saying? If you stay consistent, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he just you can't match you can't match uh nobody else's energy. You gotta match your own. You understand? So all his interviewees, he done went from Big Lack to Soul Player to Smiley Nine to chaos low to and it just keeps getting better and better. The graphics are more consistent and it's just look at that. So he done got his style now. So look, you can just tell, okay, I'm gonna put the bubble over here. I got Nina Loretta. I got, you know what I'm saying? We just steady going. He got a minor rose. Like this, just look, just peep the, you know what I mean? And the graphics is on point. He got Mia. I done topped it up with Mia. Like just look at how Rado, people from here and there. So and as he's networking, you did what I'm saying, and doing all of these interviews, man, he building relationships, constantly building relationships. And look what it's turned into. It has turned into a plethora of good content that people can go back and watch. And you know what I mean? This is a catalog. He building up a good catalog. And I like what Hank is doing, man. So make sure y'all subscribe and put it on all when you do subscribe. Shout out to Hankin, man. Niggas know what the fuck going on if you don't know what's going on. Let's do this real quick, man. Let's get him in here, man. Hankin, what's the word, man?
Up with it. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's the deal, sir?
Up with it. Let's get it.
Yeah, man, we got Hankin in the building, y'all. And this is dope to have Hankin. He, like I say, he been working. He been doing this thing, man, and you can't deny that. If you deny that ain't been doing this thing, you must be a hater, man. You dig? So first off, I know you told this to a lot of people, but tell people actually where you from and who you really are.
Man, I'm from Ohio, man. I'm from Ohio. The home of the Dayton Wire Wheel, the home of the Funk.
Mhm.
Roger Trotman, Ohio players. Um, the home of aviation. This is where the Wright brothers is from, who created the airplane. Um, it's just like anywhere else, man. Ohio, man, is a small town. It's like anywhere else. This is where Ohio State at. I know everybody familiar with Ohio State football team.
Yep, yep,
Ohio
Buckeye
State.
Nation.
We done
Yep,
had a bunch of successful athletes and entertainers to come out of Ohio. Bones, Thugs, and
yep,
Harmony. Um,
yep.
it's just too many to name, man. It's a lot.
That's crazy, man, that you from the home of Bone Thugs and Harmony, LeBron James,
Ron James,
Stephen Curry from up there too, ain't he?
Stephen
Didn't he
Curry.
go to school up there?
I know Norris Cole did. You know Norris Cole won a ring with Oklahoma the Thunder. He won a ring with the Thunder. Norris Cole.
Mm,
Daquan Cook played with the Miami Heat. He played
yeah.
with LeBron James.
Yeah, I also seen something about the Wright brothers that there was a black dude who actually started aviation and they took that nigga idea and started it in Ohio. That's crazy, son. So tell me about and I know you're probably in your 50s, right?
Nah, hell no, nigga.
You ain't in your 50s?
Nah,
What how old is you hanging?
just gamed up, man. I ain't in my 50s.
Man, say you got game like you been around forever. Okay, so
I did 15 years in the joint though, man. I got, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, see that you so calm, you just seem like you've been around for a long time. All right, so let's talk 15 years, man. What was it? What sent you to prison, fam?
I had caught I did a body. I mean, this public record. I did time for a body. You know what I'm saying? I did 10 flat. I did 10 straight for a body, but I did 5 other years for some other things. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
just on the inside still.
I did 10 years straight doing a body.
Okay, so when you got when you got jammed up, what was the environment like in your town?
I mean, just like anywhere else, like it is now. I mean, I was knee deep in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? I was out
Mhm.
there in the streets, ripping and running, um, gun violence. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just new. That ain't just happening.
Yeah.
You know, I was out there in the streets, doing my thing, and unfortunately, you know, I had caught a body, man.
Who was the hottest rappers or what was the entertainment like at that time? Who was entertaining in your city?
Well, most notably known, everybody know Bone Thugs and Harmony, but they hadn't been around in a while. So basically, man, we ain't really had nothing coming up out of here. Um, but we got our local rappers. You know what I'm saying? We got a guy right now, um, that's real hot named Yellow Pain. He did an interview with Oprah Winfrey. He had a segment, I think about 2 or 3 years ago on the BET Awards with 85 South. But the most back in that time, the most popular group had came out here at that time, as far as on rap, was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Mm. So when you was on your exit out of prison, what was your plan?
Pretty much, kind of what I'm doing now.
Niggas just start scratching.
Go ahead.
It wasn't content creating because you know I got out in 2011, but my plan was to get out, man, and just stay focused, not do the same things that sent me back in there, and try to lead others from going in there.
Mm. And so when you did get out, what was it like being back in the world after 10 years?
It was wild, man. It was like a kid, man, just being thrown out in the world. I mean,
Yeah,
for anybody who did a significant amount of time in prison, when they get out, man, you definitely need a support system. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? When before I went in, wasn't no cell phones, but I
yeah,
was fortunate enough to kind of learn how to navigate a cell phone while I was in there. But the internet was new for me. Before I went in, you know, we had the dial up, but it ain't nothing like it is
yeah.
now. Um,
Shout out
Facebook,
to Tyler.
social media, just it was just a whirlwind, man. It was like being in a whole new world.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because I got an uncle doing a life sentence, and he showed me a TV he got in there. He showed me him playing the guitar. I said, man, how y'all get all this stuff in there, man. Like, you dig? But so now you get out. The world is totally different to you. You know what I'm saying? So what was your start? What did you get a job? What happened?
And I ain't gonna lie, man, I got back in the game.
Damn.
But before I got back in the game, I did attempt to get a job. You know what I'm saying? By me having a violent crime, and then it really wasn't as much leniency as convicted felons getting jobs. We have a nice amount of temporary services down here. Man, I went to every temp service in the city and tried to get a job and couldn't get a job.
Damn.
Um, like I told you, I did the 10 years for the body, but I had did 5 years also, gun cases, drug cases, assault cases. I couldn't remember. My record was so extensive, I couldn't remember. So I remember
Mm,
I went to one of the temp services. They wanted to know my background, so I put down the body, and like I said, I couldn't remember everything. So they ended up giving me a call one day, telling me they couldn't harm me because I lied on my job application because I didn't put I want to say I think it was a drug case or something on there. But I say, damn, I put the worst thing on there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But it took me a while, man. It took me a minute to get this job, man. So I end up jumping back in the game, man.
All right, so when you jump back in the game, how did you get out of it?
How I got out of it, I got locked up again.
Damn.
I got locked up again. And after that, I said, and I had did that 10 straight, man. So after you do a lengthy amount of time like that, when you go back and like do a year or 6 months, man, it just seemed like forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
went back. I went back, man. I said, man, I'm done. So I
That's
just
crazy.
I got out, man. And I just, man, I got to make something else happen.
So you get out again. Here we back. We back in the world again. So what did you tell yourself when you got back out?
Shit, I said I can't go back, man.
Yeah.
You know, it was hard. It was, you know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting me a job.
Yeah.
I worked a job for a while. I ain't gonna lie, I was still kind of dibbling and dabbling.
Hmm.
So, I ended up going back again. I caught another shoot. I caught a shooting case.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
fortunate enough. I was fortunate enough to beat that one. You know what I'm saying? But I had caught another shooting case.
So would you say you're impulsive?
Nah, I ain't pretty much impulsive, man. I'm kind of the reason I say I'm impulsive, and I'm the type of person. When we say impulse, I think like just acting right off what you mean. But no, I'm kind of calculated, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of playing out. You know?
But instead of being passive, you instantly go to, okay, well, I'm gonna get you. And this I'm gonna stand on business.
No, see, that's another thing. I'm the type of person. If you see, like you said, you see me going in on a guy, you never see me doing that. I'm the
Yeah.
type of person. It ain't you got to push me, push me, push me. And then once I bust, I bust. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Once to get on 10, I'm on 10.
Yeah.
I turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever see me going off on somebody or heard on the did something to
It's a
somebody else,
build up.
and did something to me several times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool to know, man. But them build ups don't put you in there, man. Like you a dangerous man.
But when I caught the last shooting case, how I beat that is because a guy pulled a gun. People don't believe it, but you'll believe you when you're in certain situations, you'll be surprised. A guy had pulled a gun on me. I shot him with his own gun. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of was like in a position to where my back was against the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So that's how that led up.
Well, well, and like I say, I like to hear when people, you know what I mean, they stand on real principles in business, especially if I'm not bothering you and you just keep going, my nigga, I don't think you truly understand. Don't bother me. So I want to go. I'm only going back into the prison one time. Now, what has prison did for your temperament, as like when you like the environment of it? Because people don't understand. It's I don't. No matter what prison you go in, it's so much respect in there. And the most dangerous tanks is that. So, what has prison done for your temperament?
It calmed me down, man, and gave me more patience. One thing it's gonna teach you is patience.
Yeah,
Especially when you're doing a lot of time, you gotta have patience. You're not you're gonna it's gonna drive you crazy. So
yeah.
it kind of calmed me down more, made me do more thinking before I act. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I like that because that's the main thing that you got is patience. So you come back out into the world, you get you a job. What sparked getting on the internet and talking to people?
Well, what sparked that, man? So while I was locked up, when I got locked up, that's back when street books first became popular. Them urban, they call them urban street
Yeah,
books.
urban novels. Yeah.
That's when they first came popular. So I did a lot of reading, man. I read a lot of books. Hold on.
Mhm. Yeah, because I seen you had a book. That's dope too.
Yeah, I read a lot of books, man. So I think I had been locked up maybe about 6 or 7 years by then, and I ended up going to Columbus. They sent me to an institution in Columbus, and just so happened in Columbus happened to be the headquarters of a book company. And the
Mhm.
lady who had the book company, she kind of was the person who sparked off the urban lit books, the street books. Because what had happened was she had got locked up. She came down. She came down from Detroit, came down to Ohio, in the game. She ended up catching a Fed case. While she was locked up, she turned it into a book. She got out. You know how the story goes. She got out, wrote her book, started pumping her books out of her trunk, and boom, she started a publishing company. So after I had been locked up about 6 or 7 years, and they sent me up to Columbus, they had invited her into the institution that I was in at the time to tell her story. Like, ex inmate, ex felon, get out, start a
Yeah.
successful publishing company, is an author. So I went to the seminar because I had wrote all the book. I had read all the books that she had wrote and her publishing company had put out. So while we in there, she telling us her story and she tell us about her company. So she'd tell us like a scene from a book. She'd just be explaining a scene from a book to us. And she had so many different authors, it was kind of hard for her to remember who had wrote what. So she'd be explaining a book to us, and she'd be trying to think about the author who wrote it. And I had read all of them, so I knew. So I answered, I told her who the author was. After I did it about 3 times, after it was over with, she called me up there. And she's like, you done read a lot of books. I'm like, yeah, I said, I done read all of them. So she asked me, did I want a job? Now I'm incarcerated.
Mm.
She asked me, did I want a job? I said, yeah, I want a job. So this was my job. So this was my job was. They made me what they call a reader. And a reader is when a person write a book, you write the first thing you write is the manuscript. And then once you write the manuscript, you take that and you send that into the publishing company trying to get a book deal. The same way it's like putting in a demo tape. So what they would do is when a person sent them a manuscript, they would send me the manuscript in prison, and I would read over it, and then I would grade it. And if I gave it a good enough grade, then that would make them review the book in house. So I started doing that, and like I said, I had did a lot of reading. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to be behind the scenes. I want to be a publisher. I'm like, well, I can do this, by me reading all these books, knowing how a story go, middle, beginning, and end. I kept having this story that kept popping up in my head, man. And I didn't want to be an author. I just kept having this story kept popping up in my head. So when I went to jail that last time, what I had did, I had just started writing it. I was bored and they're bored, so I had just started writing it. So once I started writing it, when I get done with a part of it, I give it to somebody like read this. So everybody was like, I had people that was liking it. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. So I didn't finish it before I got out, but I had got such good feedback from it while I was in there. I said, when I get out, man, I'm gonna finish this book. When
Yeah.
I got out, I'm looking for a job and everything. I'm writing a little bit, but I'm writing it on paper. I still got to type it up. So I write the book. I end up getting in contact with a publishing company. But we get to talking. Everything's sounding good. So I started telling people like, man, I'm about to put a book out. I'm about to put a book out. But once I tell people this, I got to follow through with it. I'm like, I'm the
Yeah.
type of person, but I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I end up getting it done, getting the book published. I got the book published, end up getting it published on Amazon and everything. So
That's crazy.
So I started approaching the book game like the music game. So once I put my book out, it started circulating. I had a lot of people hitting me up for wanting to interview me and ask me about my book and stuff. So I was doing interviews, doing book signings and stuff like that. So I was trying to come up with a way to like promote my book. So what I was trying to get somebody to do, I was trying to get somebody to make me like, how like a movie trailer is, like the trailer is for a movie. I was
Yeah.
trying to get somebody to make me one of them for my book instead of for being in a movie. I want to be for a book. I couldn't find
Mhm.
nobody. I couldn't find nobody to do it. I found people that'd be playing. You know how people is don't follow through with their word. What I did, I went to school for film. I said, "Mama, learn how to do this myself."
Oh
Myself.
shit.
So I tried to
Damn.
use. I tried the YouTube University, but I just needed. I'm kind of slow, so I needed a little bit more hands on. So
Yeah.
I enrolled in college, man, for film. I started going to school for film, and then while I'm going to school for film, they used to refer us back to some YouTube videos. Well, that's how I started getting on YouTube.
Wow.
So I started getting on YouTube,
That's
um,
crazy.
seeing other content creators, and then I seen they can get money from it, and also I seen the reach from it. So I said, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start me a YouTube channel. So along with me start, so one of the things I did about my book is it's a fiction book, but it's based on a lot of truth.
Yeah.
I use real like I might say like a guy was riding around, he was listening to an artist. But the artist he was be listening to, it would be an actual artist from my city. So I
But
called it
you just changed the name up.
I was promoting. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
just
saying?
yeah.
So I started like, well, man, what I want to do, I want to make a platform, man, for people like me that's trying to promote and get their brand out there. That's how I came up with the Hankin TV. But to tell people what hanking is, the word hanking in Dayton, we another word for heroin is hanking. That's what we call heroin, hank. You got any hank? And then when you selling a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, you get money. Folks like, man, you hanking.
Yeah, so the Hank is hanking. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you.
What I did, I took the word hanking and I put a positive definition on it. I
Yeah,
made it stand for the same thing it means, but I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
yeah. Well, you definitely did that because you figured out what your demand was. You know what I mean? You writing a book, you put it out and you said, okay, well, I'm finna do this because I stand on my actual word. So from there, you was reaching out to people and trying to get some shit done. And that sparked, hey, well, okay, well, I'm finna go to school for film. And yes, I've been in college, I've did the university, I've done all that, and they refer you to YouTube. So that's crazy that through that and doing your affirmations and being absolute about what you're doing, you jump into okay. Well, I'm checking out YouTube. So you be hanking for real. Like it goes to this. I guarantee you get put anywhere, you gonna come up with something to come up with something more and put incorporated. So that's dope to know that that's how your journey, led you to doing what you're doing right now. That's some powerful stuff. So the book, let's talk about that book you got in your hand because I'm infatuated with books anyway and authory. I've met a couple people who write books, and even in jail, niggas was writing. But I used to listen to my nigga Trap, not the Trap boy, but this another nigga Trap. He from Fort Worth, and this nigga was writing a book, and we was sitting listening to this nigga write this, like read it out and stuff. So were you doing that with people when you was in there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Like
because
I told
niggas
you,
like this shit.
like I was telling you at first, I wanted to be a publisher. I
Yeah,
didn't want to be an artist. I wanted to be behind the scenes because I knew it
yeah,
how to put a book together. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it
So
was
pretend,
So it was
my bad.
different guys in there who was writing books as well. So I'm like, man, let me read it. I was
Yeah,
telling them, I was taking their name and stuff down, especially when I started getting close to getting out. Like, man,
yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up for your books. My plan was I was gonna buy their books from them and just publish them. You know what I'm saying?
So at this point, you can really help a nigga or anybody. You can steer them in the right direction on getting their book cleared, getting their book put out there. Or I mean, this is a good way for you to make you some money just helping people get their books put together.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely dope. All right, so can you show the book and how many chapters is in this book? Like, can you?
And this is the book right here. It got three parts to it, but this is just the first part. And the thing
Mhm.
about it got 25 chapters. It's a three-part series. This is the first book because this is the first one of it, Hankin in Love with the Game. The second part called Hankin, Still in Love with the Game. And I hadn't came up with a title for the third one yet. But once I started going to school, and I was taking an accelerated class,
Yeah.
I had to put the book down. I just haven't got a time got back around to writing part two yet. Because once I finished school, then I had started doing this, and people don't realize how much work this right here is doing a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying?
Have you went and done speaking engagements like public speaking and stuff with your
Yeah,
book
that's
signing?
that's part of my bio. Arthur and motivational speaker, public speaker. You know what I'm saying? I've been back. I haven't did it recently, but I have been back into some institutions speaking on getting out and becoming successful, and also being an author.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. To even know that niggas is out here where okay, so you got the Hankin the book website.
Yeah, I've got the website with the merch, the book, the shirts. I usually wear it, the shirts and everything.
So I'm gonna bring this up on the screen because that's dope to even because I done websites and everything. How's the website actually working for you?
Uh, it's doing all right. It's doing all right. You know how to go word of mouth, but it's definitely doing all right. Then you got the tab up there. That's the book page when you get the book, or you
Yeah,
can go to the merch tab, and then that'll take you to the merch.
nice. There, Hankin merch. Yeah, man, that's so fly. That's so fly merch, man. You done took the phrase and put it on. That's fly. Yes, I ain't gonna lie to you. As fly, Hank. Got the cups, you got the, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, bags and all. Yeah, that's tough, man.
And the thing about it, if you notice now, right now, with the booming entrepreneurs, small businesses, the word brand has become very popular.
Right.
Way back then, I had said I was going to turn myself into a brand. So I was
Indeed.
kind of like a little bit ahead of the curve, but I was saying it back then that I said, man, I'm a brand. I'm a walking brand.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what you should be. That's how you should see it. So knowing that's that's the ultimate of what you're doing is to become a brand, because I started out wanting to be a conglomerate or create a conglomerate. You feel what I'm saying? So this is dope by any means, man. And if y'all on Facebook, also tap in as well. So how do you do you go live on Facebook too?
I was streaming from when I go live on my YouTube channel. I was streaming to my YouTube, to my Facebook too, but I stopped. I deactivated my Facebook, so I don't go live on Facebook no more. But I'm gonna get back around to it.
Yeah, because man, that simulcasting is a fool, man.
Hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Why not? I mean, that's the audience. That's part of the audience. Like, let them niggas in on it too. All right, so here you go. You get on YouTube, and you starting to deal with people. You starting to network. You starting to get your interviews up with them. Why didn't you use clout chasing?
Man, I had Cloud Chaser. Man, I ain't a Cloud Chaser. That's why.
Right.
See, I can't get into it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even run a play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take. This is my main thing. People get into it. Don't get me wrong. You got your couple people who do get in it and it blow up overnight, or get in it and have a bunch of numbers off top. Like I told you, one of the things prison taught me was patience.
Yeah.
You know, I look at it as a slow roll is better than no roll.
Nah, for real. I
Ain't
mean,
about
let's
it ain't
go.
about it ain't about how many people watching. It's about who watching. You know, I always say I call myself Mr. Back End. I get mad on the back end. The cloud
E-
chase is gonna get you there, boom, right now. But then you have to keep cloud chasing to keep it going.
Right.
So I really pretty much try to get mad organically.
Man, talk this shit, sir. So now you get to the point to where, like I say, you're networking. I'm like, man, Hank ain't on his way to Dallas. I say, oh man, what's going on? I say, now, yeah, he mean business, man, because now he networking. He over here. I see him interviewing. I see him sitting on couches. I say, man, hold on, man. Hanging up. He really out here working, man. So let's talk about the trip to Dallas, man. How did you even put that in a? How'd you even get to that point?
When I first started doing my interviews, for some reason, it ain't like I just set out for a certain person or a certain demographic. It's just if a person catch my eye. When I first started, I was gaining a lot of traction in New Orleans, Louisiana area.
Yeah,
So I had stumbled across some Dallas artists. The one Dallas artist led to another Dallas artist to another Dallas artist, which
yeah,
led me to Money Man Rado.
yeah,
So when I interviewed Money Man Rado, he was telling me about the Dallas BET Awards. I said, okay. They
yeah.
had a category for podcast of the year, blogger of the year, new artists and stuff like that. So I asked him why I had him on the interview. I'm like, well, can people from other cities get in it? I ain't from down there. Can I get in it? He said,
Mhm.
yeah. So I end up getting nominated. I got nominated for podcast of the year. So I was like, man, I got to go. I said, even if I don't win, I got to go. But you don't know who win until you get there.
Right.
So I ran my little campaign in along the way. Going through that, I'm still building relationships in Dallas. So what led me out there was going to the Dallas BET Awards. That's how I ended up landing down there, along with the other relationships I had built. Um,
Oh, so that's what I was sharing when you told me to tap in on that on Facebook. That's what that was.
yeah, I
I
needed
didn't
to
know that
vote.
that was nominated. You just told me to vote. I just went in there and just put your name and just I didn't even read nothing.
Yeah, I
That's
needed to
crazy.
vote. But however, I didn't win. But this is the thing. I was
Mhm.
counting the votes. I was counting the votes. From my count, I won. So I ain't gonna say it was politics.
Mm.
I didn't win, but the thing about it is, even though I didn't win, my name was in the room because I had so many votes.
Right.
By me being the only person from out of state, it made all the Dallas people like, man, who was Hank in TV? Who was Hank in TV?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had so many votes. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
definitely put my name in the room, and I definitely got down there and network.
Yeah. So I so you out of town, you the out of towner, you the outsider. But I know when you was in there, you had the camera on, you had your logos on. I know you was getting compliments and numbers and uh new networks because people looking at you like nigga, you look like a real media person, huh?
Yeah,
Talk about the energy from the people, the engagement that you was getting there.
man, it was funny to me, man, because I got there. When I got there, people knew me. People knew me who I didn't even know, and that kind of was like a shock to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
People will look at, like I say, it ain't about how many people are watching, it's about who watching. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all the high numbers that people be having. I don't look at myself as a celebrity or even think people know you, but it really shocked me that a lot of people knew me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you most definitely been hopping on radars. I mean, I know when you got mine, I mean you's a student to, doing this and that, but like, I like saluting this type of stuff. So knowing that you made it down there to the Dallas BET Awards, I mean, you was in there with a lot of names, man. It's a lot, it's a lot of names that you was in there with. So who did you meet in there that you was like, wow, I met this person?
It was my first time. If you'd have been there, I'd have definitely put up on you. I
Yeah,
met
you already know it.
first person I met, so player, picked me up from my hotel, so player. Um,
Okay, talk about that, man. Because let's talk about, okay. So player, he showed you Southern hospitality. Let's talk about Southern hospitality and how So Player presented Dallas. Go ahead.
uh, it was great, man. It was a great tour. A lot of people that's watching I already know they from the sector. So player kind of get a bad rap, man, but everybody know who know me. I don't pick no sides, man. I call it straight down the middle, man. Like you say, I don't do the clout chasing.
Yeah,
People they got so player twisted, man.
yeah,
So player definitely got it, had his way down there. He opened a lot of doors for me. The whole city knew him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And he took me to all the spots. We went to. I had Rudy's. I had Williams. He gave me the perfect Dallas experience, man.
yeah.
He made it to where I could say I got my Dallas card. Because
Yeah,
any nigga coming through Dallas doing what we do and involved with and also a part of the be involved attached to the sector. That's
yeah.
the type of Dallas. That's what you need to get your Dallas card. I went down through there.
Yeah, that nigga took you down through there. If you had Williams and Rudy's, that nigga gave you the rival. He gave you the rival chickens, but he said, "Here now, I want you." Okay, now which is better, sir, Rudy's or Williams?
Uh, See, Williams to me. He said y'all churches is different, but Williams is like our church is chicken to me. So I
Yeah.
would say Rudy's definitely won, but it was kind of a little seasony, but Rudy's definitely won.
Okay, yeah, because Rudy's they do be with the seasoning, and they're more like based to the community and not because Williams is a chain. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, it's more just like you said, more like church's chicken, but it's a chain. But we in the South, that's what we eat. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas in the Oak Cliff, that's what they eat. They eat Rudy's. But yeah, Rudy's has a more since it's newer now, and they got Spain over there, working doing this thing, and yeah, I mean, ever since Dwayne Caraway got involved. Like it's a lot of good spot. They've been for the community, but that's good though, man. That you got a taste of Dallas, man. And shout out to us So Player for showing you. You know what I mean? Like it's networking down there. It ain't just all that beef and shit that niggas think. Nah, man, niggas is getting to it. So how did you like the hustling environment, the hanking that niggas was? Did you see some hanking down there when you was in the vicinity?
Most definitely, man. I fit right in. I fit right in. It's definitely hustling, bustling. It's on. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of place that a lot of people ask me that was I gonna move down there. That's the
Yeah,
type of place I wouldn't move down there, but I would visit. I would, and I am gonna visit frequently. I
yeah.
think if I move down there, to kind of take like the mystique away from it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's a place you do not live.
I'm too accessible.
Yeah, because there, it might look big, but that motherfucker's small. And by the time everybody know you and they see you all the time, then they get to pocket watching. They get to doing, just extracurricular. So I mean, like even when I was there, uh most people in the hood wouldn't even see me all the time. They see me every day, but they wouldn't see me all the time. You dig what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
either here, there. Motherfucker like, well, yeah, I'm in California. Damn, where you at, bitch? You always over here, you this and that. So yeah, man, Dallas is one of those, let me go get my money and get the fuck out the way cities. If you from there, you know what I'm saying? If you got a lot of, the only reason why you would stay in Dallas is if you got a lot of money in Dallas and a lot of motion, a lot of associates. That's the only reason you would just stay there. But yeah, man, that's a good assertion, man. Because yeah, man, you got to move around and keep it going. So many other cities to go to and live in. They're gonna live in paradise. All right. So BET, what did you like about the Dallas BET Awards, and what did you dislike about it?
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go through the whole thing. I'm gonna go back to you. Ask me who did I
Okay, yeah,
meet?
yeah, go ahead.
I went met there. I
Sorry about
South
that.
Dallas Kiki. She
Mm,
she real popular down there. She doing her thing. The infamous Rainwater. I met Rainwater.
okay. How
Money
was
Man.
that? How was that with rainwater in the building?
That was cool. That was cool. I had the Rainwater interview, man, but when he called me, I was on my way to the airport.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay, keep going.
um, I met Money Man Rado. Um, I met another artist, which that was my first interview when I got back. EXO Music. She's from East Texas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Her. Um, Kane Music. She's real popular doing her thing down there. Um, Chemo Ginobili
Mm-hmm.
is a Dallas. I don't know why he ain't made it as a Dallas superstar. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, that nigga dope. Chemo, that nigga dope.
in my opinion, I tell everybody, man, I believe Dallas, Texas, period, is about to be the next Atlanta as far as on the music scene and entertainment.
Appreciate that.
But the event overall, I mean, it was a good event. I like the fact that they was honoring um local rappers. I don't really like to call them local rappers, but honoring the people who haven't just made it to that next level yet.
Yeah.
And honored and awarded a lot of people. So it definitely was a dope experience, man. I met
No
a
violence.
lot of people.
Was there any violence there?
Oh, no violence
That's
at all.
good.
They had security. Let me tell you what they did have. Another thing that I got a chance to experience while I was down there. So after awards, right outside in the parking lot, they had the guns down, gloves up boxing matches out there.
What?
Right out in the parking lot after the Dallas Beach Awards, they had the guns down, gloves up.
Who
That was
who was
dope.
hosting that?
Um, I don't want to get their name wrong. What's the name of the guy to do it? FA something. I don't want to get his name wrong, man. But that's the guy who do the gloves down boxing. It's FNA. I want to believe it's called FNA.
Oh, F and F fight. No, yeah, it's fighting with Cotton. I
Yeah,
think I think it was yeah, Cotton put
like
that up. That's
FNF,
crazy. I didn't know
FNA
that.
or something. Yeah, they had it in the parking lot. It was dope,
That's dope.
but there
Yeah, I know.
wasn't no violence. They had nice security.
Damn, I didn't know they had all that. Now, see that now that's you got the outside events, you got the inside of it. Now that's dope.
I
Yeah,
haven't even posted none of my footage yet. I'm gonna post it.
I can't wait till you post it because we want to see, man. Like I want. I seen a few clips here and there. I done interviewed some people from Love and City that was there. A lot of them were there. You didn't bump into no Love and City people because they got the TV series down there. That's a lot of them that I've been interviewing.
Nah, not that I can recall. I'm quite
Okay.
sure I probably seen them there, but I didn't actually meet none of them.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's dope that you did a whole lot of networking down there, man, and that's good to see because that let people know, like, hey, man, keep being consistent. You keep doing your thing. And now, man, clout chasing is a hell of a drug that I'm not using, fam. I'm just finna keep doing my thing, and that's that. Uh,
Shout out to the chat. I see
yeah,
y'all
shout out,
down
shout
there.
out to the chat, man. Y'all, we're gonna get into the questions here in about 5 minutes because I got a little bit more to ask and talk to him about this and that. But you can ask your questions, put a question mark or a Q in front of it if you want to ask Hank this some questions. All right, so when you were down there, um, when you were down there, did you have any Mo3 questions? Did you get to see anything based, or you was just I'm gonna enjoy the scene and that's it? Did you get anything about Mo3 down there while you was there?
I didn't go looking for nothing Mo 3, man, because it's such
Yeah,
a touchy subject. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's so divided. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I had asked some questions. I'm not from there, so I don't know the politics. So before I posted pictures with certain people, I asked them, "Was it cool that I post this?
yeah,
Can I say this? Can I say that?" And
yeah.
one of the questions I had was, if I won the award when I went up there to receive my award, could I say "Free Trap, Long Live Three"? You know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
I just didn't go down there. I didn't go down there looking for no answers. That if it came to me, I would have took it. I did run through some places and some situations where it did come up, but I didn't go down there really expecting no answers from that
So
body.
you was gonna say in your acceptance speech, free trap and long live. That's crazy.
I mean, although it's a division,
Yeah,
although it's a division, and that's what they said. Like, man, that just show that you ain't from here. And see, I'm not tied up into the politics.
yeah,
I'm saying, although it's a division in that. But to me, by me not being there or being a part of that is me paying homage to both, showing that I ain't picking a side. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's what that was about.
Yeah, that's some crazy work even saying them two things in the same sentence.
And that's
Cause
why I asked. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Um, what food did you eat there besides chicken? You didn't go anywhere else?
Nah, that's all I had, man. Everything was going so fast, and then I wasn't eating until late
Yeah.
at night because everything was just going so fast, man.
Were you able to go downtown? I mean, because I know that venue is kind of like right there near Lamar somewhere. But did you check anything else out downtown, or everything was just quick and swift?
No, that's where my hotel was at downtown. So I got a chance to go down there. I went to the JFK building where he had got
Oh,
shot.
yeah.
Did that, and I just um walked around down there because I got my room down. That's where I was at downtown Dallas.
So you gonna have some footage for us showing us the city, man. I love my city. I like anytime other I like seeing other people's experience when they go to the city because I done stayed in mostly all them hotels downtown. I done been to every nook and cranny down there, so I just be liking to see what other people think when they get there and what they show because I really love that city. All right, now so what you seen in Dallas? Do they have that in your town now? Since they got a little bit more motion and stuff going on, champion, you know.
Uh, by being bigger, it's way much bigger. So it's more going on, but this is a little bit. We got like they got like a awards so they do for like the local artists and
Mm.
entertainers stuff like that. But it's just different for us being a bigger city. Period. You know what I'm saying? And also being one of the biggest cities, so it was just a whole different vibe. So even if we did have something going on kind of like that, it wouldn't compare no way. It was so small.
So, but I know you took some notes though, huh?
Mm, most definitely took notes, and I'll be back. And
Right.
I'll be back.
Yeah, because I think something like that where you're from would be dope, man. Giving people that ultimate shine and inviting people up there. All right, so when say so player come up to your neck of the woods, where you taking the kid first, man?
Oh, we definitely got to go to we got to go where the sports teams at. So we definitely got to go to Cincinnati,
Yeah,
the Cincinnati Reds, Cincinnati Bengals.
yeah,
It's more of that type downtown downtown Dallas vibe there. You know what I'm saying? Columbus, Ohio, which Columbus is the capital, also where Ohio State campus is at.
hmm,
Definitely a slide through there. Um, just like any other city, just like Dallas, we got our clubs where they be having the open mics and stuff like that. We're
yeah,
gonna run down through there, get the footage, um, spotlight the artists, and that was my approach when I was running into artists down there, letting them know I was from Ohio. I got a platform.
yeah,
Let me expose you to the Midwest. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it'd be the same way.
Well, yeah, that's powerful, man. So, what do you think about the direction of your channel? Where do you see your channel in the next year for the 25?
Man, I really don't look at my channel like that. My main thing is what I do. I just stay consistent. I know I just gotta stay consistent. You
Yeah,
know, um, I can't say. I don't want to say I want to be here and then don't be there, or say I want to be here and be past there. So I'm just
But you're just hanking, man, from moment to moment, man, day to day, getting to it.
exactly. I'm just being be consistent. You know, I got some dope interviews coming up. I'm getting
Yeah,
that footage coming up.
yeah.
Also, while I was there, I had a chance to go through Fort Worth. I did do an interview with OG Percy while I was down there. I
Oh
definitely,
yeah, I seen that, man. How was that, man? You ain't got to tell us the whole because we y'all just need to go watch it. But how was that?
oh, it's dope. It was dope. It's the same way as it is on, and when you watch his channel, it's the same way.
Yeah.
Little spot he got that he called a seal. We talked about it in the interview. Was definitely just like a seal. It was a dope, man, it was just a good vibe, man. Everywhere I went, it was just open arms. It definitely was Southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying?
So that nigga Percy, when you get around Percy, he act like a convict, huh?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's go.
He had the commissary and everything in there.
I don't know. Yeah, because I when I watch him, he don't really show. Well, I don't watch it too long. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy to know that that nigga got all that memorabilia, that institutionalization shit. That's crazy. He ain't pull out no razor, no comb.
Nah, but when I say the commissary though, it ain't nothing but just your regular snacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just the snacks. Yeah, I got you.
In
I
there.
got you.
But yeah, definitely just like a cell. It was hot as hell in there. I can't say that.
Yeah, because nigga, that's an old house he living in.
Yeah,
That
'cause
shit
that's
has been
part
there
of
for a
that's
long
part of
time.
my editing because we had a fan blowing and the fan was blowing my mic and I didn't know until I got home and checked my footage. But I did manage to get it out, but the fan
Yeah.
was blowing on my mic.
Damn. Well, that's crazy as hell, man. But that was a good look because you know he been doing this thing too. So to see you sitting with person, man, like I'm like, damn, this nigga done jumped up a couple tears, man. This nigga, you like what? All right, so how did you get at the Fort Worth?
Oh, me and So player was my
So
tour guide,
he took
man.
you
He was my
everywhere.
tour guide, yeah, man. He was my tour guide. We went everywhere.
Damn, boy, that nigga so play out here making Dallas look great, man. I see you, man. What the fuck? And that's good. So after you do the interview with OG Percy, you went back to the I mean, after that, it's everything and done. What did you think about Fort Worth? What did you think about how the layout of from the difference between Dallas and Fort Worth?
Fort Worth to me, and I had said it in the car, man. Fort Worth looked like a big jail, like a big prison to me, man. It just looked shout out Fort Worth, not no shade, but it's like a big prison to me, man.
Hey, it do look like a prison farm out there, like the whole thing. That's crazy. And I know because everything's so country, it's so spread out, and then you got the stockyards and stuff over there and whatnot. But it just look old. It like see Fort Worth is still behind in architect and everything. Dallas up to speed, real player city, real this and that. But Fort Worth, yeah, they just behind, man. I know they working on the freeways and shit like that, but nah, man.
It
But
just
yeah.
seemed it was just real dry and bland out there to me.
Exactly. Real dry, real plain. Ain't no like it ain't a lot of colors everywhere. It's plain as hell when you go to Fort Worth. And they like it that way. Them motherfuckers want it like when you come, they don't want you there. In reality, they really don't even like the niggas out there. They really want people to move around and get it so they can have it how they want to have it. Like I say, man, y'all got questions, y'all can ask questions. And that's a crazy analogy because I'm gonna do something with the edits on how
They
fucking
don't have Fort Worth, don't have them on me now, don't have them on my heels.
nah, I ain't gonna have them on you, man. You know, OG Percy gonna shield you from that. So, okay, so you done interviews uh, on the internet, and then you've done interviews in real time. Which ones are better? The interviews online or the interviews in person?
Um, I think I think the ones online, you would think the ones in person would be in better, but I think the ones online because when you do them online, they give you a broader reach. It's more
That's
easier, it's make people more accessible. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The ones in person is more intimate. People say
yeah.
more professional. I think the ones online because, like I said, give you a broader reach. You know, I can reach people that I can't pull up on. So you got to realize if it wasn't for doing them online, a lot of interviews I wouldn't be able to get them, or people wouldn't be able to get them because you wouldn't be able to. Sometimes you wouldn't be able to pull up to meet their schedule, or pull up period. So I think the ones online.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cause I mean I like the online interviews. But pulling up and being in the same vicinity as someone is dope too, to gauge people's temperament and whatnot. Cause then you get to really know people before for just how the entertainment purposes is on the internet, interviewing people worldwide remotely. I mean, you can do so many. You can talk to people and you just keep it pushing, and it ain't even gotta be hostile. So did you ever and then we finna get into the questions. Did you ever see any hostility or bad energy in the environment when you was in Dallas?
None. And I was in the cliff. I was in the cliff in South Dallas the whole time. None.
That's good.
None. No
That's
arguments. No nothing. It was very welcoming. And like I say, man, it was real Southern hospitality, because a lot of people, even older than me, was calling me Mr. Hank. And I'm like, Mr. Hank? And like, come on, man, it's just
I
Hank.
never thought you was older. I'm telling you, I'm thinking you older too. Shit, nigga, you around my age. I guess you in your 40s. You gotta be, cause I'm 39. So I know you like you somewhere where I'm at.
Now, I'm older than you, but I ain't 50.
He said, "I'm 50, I
It
mean,
ain't nothing wrong with it, because man, they say you ain't gonna make it past 21. So I'm happy.
yeah,
That's the thing about
yeah,
on the internet. People be quick to call people old. Man, you better hope you get to be my age, man.
exactly. Niggas don't get to see nothing. Niggas gone. But anyhow, um, what motivated Hank and TV, and how do you keep calm from the hate? That's a question.
I mean, people. It's a thin line between the streets and the internet, man. I play the internet the same way I play the streets. You know what I'm saying? How I deal with the hate, I don't respond. I show improve. You know, that's basically how it's handled. Don't respond. No response is a good one. And what motivate Hank and TV, man, is the response, the questions like that, um
Mm.
feedback I get from the people who I do interview. You know what I'm saying? They be very thankful. They be thankful to the person even want to reach out and talk to them about what they do, you know. And it seemed like to me, one of the things I ran into is one thing: I don't pay for interviews. I feel like, why should I pay a person for an interview when you're gonna benefit from it more than me? Don't get me wrong, I will pay like an OG person or something like that. But as far as an artist, why would I pay an artist when it's gonna benefit you more than it benefit me? But one of the things I ran into is, and I ain't knocking the business, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
find the people who should be charging you won't even ask you for nothing. The person who shouldn't ask you for ask you for a dime, be the ones that try to charge you. You know, one of the things that motivate me, man, is the feedback I get from the people I interview and the response I get back from the audience. It's people, they really enjoy it, you know.
Well, that's great because I want to show that. Okay, so you met up with Big B. What's up? How did you like? How was Big B when you met him in person?
Big B was real laid back, man, full of game. You know what I'm saying?
That old nigga, shout out to Big B, man.
Oak Cliff Godfather, man. He definitely was laid back, full of game.
You got an interview with him?
No, I don't have an interview with him. But however, we might be having one coming up with him and some of the artists they got over there. They got a record label over there, Trust No One, new label over there.
Mm.
Trust No One. I'm definitely gonna be trying to tap in with the artists.
Is this is you filming too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you was out there having a time, my man. Hold on, I'm gonna play this, y'all. This to show some work, man.
I'm a giant in the street, my shoe can't bitch your feet. East Dallas to BTP, West Dallas to the key. I'm from the OAKCLIFF. With my niggas up by myself, don't bite my tongue, I hold my breath. Red Oak Cliff, I'm from the 214. R.I.P. to C-Mo. I'm from the OAKCLIFF.
All right, so yeah, that was pretty dope. That little nigga right there, he was talking about Long Live Mo 3 and da. So
That's
nah, man.
Bubba Gang right there.
Yeah, that bubble gang up there, you dig? So you got the privilege of seeing a lot of good stuff go on. Overall, what do you rate Dallas environment, network environment, scaled up 1 to 10?
I definitely got to be a 10, man.
I like that. Appreciate it. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
definitely got to
dope.
be a 10. And I still got to get used to this. Get used to this part right here. Dallas is not the first big city I went to interview. Um, I'm still new to putting my camera in people's faces, man. I missed a lot of footage and a lot of people because I didn't feel comfortable just whipping out my camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I did have a couple friends of mine tell me like, "Nah, man, that's your job." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them niggas want to be seen. I seen a couple of them niggas. I know a lot of them faces, and niggas like jumping in the camera. Yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Especially at the shindig. So when you put your lanyard on, you need to put media at the bottom of it.
Right.
Niggas see that media shit, they ain't niggas. Yeah, hey, what's this going on? You know what I'm saying? Man, give me the link. They say you'll be good. Them Dallas niggas love being seen anyhow. All right, here's a question on the screen that says, "Can you explain what the Austin sector is?"
Austin sector, Austin Troll sector boss, Austin Troll beef sector boss right here. And the Austin sector is everybody familiar with TTE Naughty. So TTE Naughty is a blogger out of Austin, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
that was coming up in blogging. He caught a case. They saying that he snitched on somebody and he had some motion going on. But once he had caught a case and they saying he snitched, there was a lot of people in this city in Austin who came out trying to be bloggers to expose him. So
Mm-hmm.
once it became like 4 or 5 different bloggers that came out and they all were from Austin, they started calling it the Austin sector. So by me
Mm-hmm.
interviewing TTE Naughty, I caught a lot of hate from them guys. You know, I looked at it as me being the media. Um,
Yeah.
I let him tell his side. Then I hit up some of them to come tell their side. Some of them came and told their side. Some of them didn't. So by me catching a lot of hate, I had to step on a couple of them guys over there. That's what I was telling
Yeah.
you about before we had went on. So I basically
Mhm.
went over there and took over their sector. So it ain't basically nothing but
So
Austin sector.
you went over and took over. Let's go.
I went over there and took
So,
over their sectors. Me and Cam went over there and took over their sector.
so you went over there and took. So niggas is feeling slighted because now you call yourself the Austin sector boss.
Right.
That's crazy. So now you getting a certain amount of hatred. How's you handling that hatred from that sector?
And they don't even realize I come from the Mo 3 sector, so I'm stepping on shit over there, man.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I only had like maybe I'll say 2 people that had to step on over there. I'm basically over there providing content because check this out. I went into it with a business mind. Now, a couple of
Mhm.
these guys over there that call themselves podcaster, they do music too. But out of all this podcasting and beefing on the internet you've been doing, I ain't heard you talk about one song. I ain't heard you play one song. I ain't heard you talk about no merch. So I'm telling them, like, man, come on over here to me interview. We ain't gonna talk about the drama. Let's talk about this music and what you got going on to introduce the people to you. You know?
Yeah.
So by me going in it with a business mind, you know, and them not knowing what they doing and just attacking out of hate, I just went over there and took over and just stepped on shit over there.
That's crazy as hell. So T Naughty, what do you truly think about all the things that you gained about T Naughty? Naughty.
Uh it's unfortunate what happened, man. I believe he was on the rise. He's about to I think if he'd have stayed out, he definitely would have been somewhere because he got no jumper. He went and did no jumper. He had the interview with Honeycomb Brazy, but they had some things that had happened. And like I told them, man, I judge a person individually. Just because you don't mess with a person or you feel a certain type of way about a person don't mean I'm gonna feel that type of way about a person. You
Mhm.
know, um, I think he did a good job at shining the light on Austin. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told them before him, nigga, I ain't even know about Austin. Even when it came to South by Southwest, that's the only thing you would think about when you hear Austin.
Exactly. There ain't really that much out there in Austin but that. It's the capital, and then that. I mean, Sixth Street, but I mean,
That's it.
it's it. Oh, and in Texas, that's about it. That's the only thing that Austin really has to draw it down there. I mean, you got Slitter Bonds, you got the. I know a lot of different things. Okay, so what is your favorite interview that you've done on your channel?
All of them.
Yeah, let's go.
All of them. You hear me? All of them.
Let's go. Hey y'all, cause he interviewed me as well over there at one point in time, and like I say, just seeing the progress and the potential, it's so much real estate. This is all real estate, y'all. So seeing that Hank had been using his his time to get his Hank on, and like he in the position of positions. How much time do you actually spend on YouTube or social media? I want to know that.
I can't even begin to count it, man. That's why I say people get in it and think it's easy. When you're doing it and you're really trying to do it,
Yeah.
um, I don't look at it as a job, but it's very, very time consuming.
Yeah.
Thumbnails take time, the research of the people take time,
Mhm.
reaching out to the people take time, waiting on their response take time. Um, and it seemed like every time, right before I got an interview, I don't feel like doing it. But as soon as it starts, I'm in go mode. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. Yeah, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Now, me, I like doing this shit. I can't like. I want to be on time. I want to be before time. I like even just talk. I like seeing sound check. I like I like I like production. I like all of this stuff because it's just dope. So when people calling me about how to do this and that, man, I'll be ready because I be like, it's so many people. So I'm always up. There's times that I do sleep. But man,
Oh,
I'm gonna get out my sleep, nigga, if a nigga talking about how to run this and me, because I want to see you win.
if you remember, I just had to call you the other day and ask you how cut
Yeah,
the red ball off of the video because I had to step on somebody that day. And I didn't want them to be able to red ball it back, so I was gonna put some stuff up on the screen.
yeah, and I'm gonna take this and splice that with that interview, and because I was waiting on this anyway, so now I'm gonna put that with that, and then it's gonna be like, yeah, see, and this is what he called for, and then blooping it, da. So it's just gonna be more promotion on promotion, but yeah, I like that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting on here, getting to it, and staying with it because this is the type of stuff that needs to flood the market anyway. So since y'all ain't got no more questions, I'm gonna allow Hankton to get up here and say to hold on, last question. Um, Here goes the mental health guy. Okay, how is your mental health, Hankin, and how do you cope if you know
My
mental?
mental health, man. We all go through stuff, um,
Mm-hmm.
especially with dealing with this internet. But in life, period, not just the internet, just in life, period. I kind of got an advantage, man, over people by doing so much time in prison. 'Cause when you do a lot much time in prison, in order to come out like I did, you got to be strong mentally, and also you got to have bulletproof skin. But for the
Good.
most part, man, my mental health is, I ain't gonna say it's the best, but it's good, because we all go through stuff. We all have mood swings. We all go through a little depression. We always um, kind of get deterred when certain things don't go our way. That's one of the main things I try to focus on is my mental health because when you go to prison, man, you'll see a guy come in just like me, and 6 months later, man, he's sitting over there like a vegetable because he ended up getting on no meds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mental health is very, very important, and especially dealing with anger issues and stuff like that. When you know if certain stuff happened, the way you're gonna respond, it may put you in a position to maybe not be here or be in prison for the rest of your life.
If Can people mimic the confines of prison outside in this world to help them gain that type of patience that you talked about in that 10 year? You
Now,
think people?
you can't mimic it. You can't mimic it because you're not going to experience the same things you experienced in there. Let me tell you a story, man. And this ain't a story to clout chase or for nothing.
Yeah,
Boom, I'm sitting here in this chair. Say this is my case manager's office.
yeah,
There's three guys standing in the case manager's office, and it's a female, so you know the guys is around, and she got the music playing. They in there partying.
yeah.
I'm coming from the commissary. When I coming from the commissary, one of my guys, he run out to the yard, meet me halfway, like, man, they want you in the case manager's office. I knock on the case manager's office. Now don't forget, she in her desk and her computer like this. They got the music playing. There's like about 3 other guys in there. So they like, man, the case manager wants you. I go to the case manager's office. I knock on the door, so her back is turned. So when I say, hey, you was looking for me, she know my voice. She turned around in her chair like this. Your brother just called. He said your mom died. You want to make a phone call? Turn back around to her computer like that. Didn't put nobody out. Didn't cut the music down or nothing. So it's kind of hard to mimic something like that out here in the free world, man. You know?
Ooh.
And
So
that right there, I think I never, 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 never forget that experience. We all human, but
yeah,
due to me being where I was at and can't show no signs of weakness, I've
yeah,
been out. That happened maybe 3 years before I got out. I think I've been out like 11 years. I still haven't grieved. But if you can imagine going through something like that, where a person show no compassion or remorse, and
yeah,
then
that's crazy.
they didn't send me to the chaplain for the chaplain to tell me. They didn't send me to the captain's office for the captain to come in there, bring me in there, close the door, and tell me. They told me in the middle of a damn party. You know,
Yeah, that's crazy, fam.
it'd be kind of
That's
impossible to mimic something like that out here.
Whew. Okay, so yeah, I don't think you can get the level of patience that you get in prison, y'all, because they are highly insensitive in there, and that right there, just let it be known, like nigga, you just a number, and that's the fuck that, like whatever, nigga. So wow,
And also due to also due to the degree of my felony, although I think I was 3 years to getting out, I was the lowest level you could be in there, meaning I could work outside the fence. And I
yeah,
still couldn't go to the funeral due to the level of the felony I had. I couldn't even go to the funeral or nothing.
damn, that's crazy. Well, I'm glad you doing you, man. Go ahead and say what you finna say.
So hopefully that kind of like helped to answer the question. We go back to the mental health
Yeah.
and can you mimic, you know what I'm saying, the conditions in there to kind
Yeah.
of help you not be so emotional, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to get people out here who got free time to act like they really don't give a damn about you because people are more caring out here. People got more, I get it. So this last few minutes, you got like a minute or two to say what is in you that you feel like people should hear at this point in time. And it's on you, Hank.
I feel like people, man, should, if you haven't already, come through, check out the channel. I got some dope interviews on there, some dope people. Also, if you are an artist, business or brand owner, and you got something that you're trying to present or get some promo on, hit me up, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you're a content creator, um, don't focus on the numbers. People will get discouraged by the numbers. Everybody wants the million views, 1,000 people in their chat. Don't worry about how many people watching it, because it ain't about how many people watching. It's about who watching. So all it takes is one person. I got this one Tyler the Creator video I always watch, where Tyler the Creator said he ran across a guy on YouTube, turned him to a star. But when he ran across him on YouTube, when he found the video only had 6 views on it. You know, that's why you got to be for real about doing this. You can't get into it for the clout or for the money. If you getting into this and you really want something out of it, you got to bear down and you got to hang, you got to grind. And that's it.
Say, yeah, I heard it first, man. We got Hank, and I truly appreciate you, man, for coming through, man. Like I say, it's more networking to do, man, and everything that you've ever presented. I mean, it's legendary. You know what I'm saying? So, man, keep hanking, my nigga. You got anything else before I send it on?
Now that's it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me back, man.
Nah, for real though, man. Say, man, y'all go subscribe to Hankin, man. And like I say, man, keep hanking, man. Get to it, man. Get your hank on, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's real love or no love, man.